Hello everyone, we're back with some fake Grand Order with the Shinjuku chapter. I just got done reading some Kikonia, and it was an episode. And now I'm back for some Grand Order. Last time we got past Emmy Alter. He was like, you got me, you can go. He's like, also by the way, prepare the bombs. He's gonna blow up the entrance. Presumably after we go in. Like, what do I take? Just you give me Tamamo Cat, sure. And Edmund? I mean, it's varied enemy, so we're probably just fighting a bunch of random guys. Then, I'm sorry, Young King. Gonna switch you out for Ibaraki. Why not? Might as well get the bond bonus. I want to do Hercules, but he's chaotic insane. Just like if he wasn't insane, he want to be evil, but still. I'm picking up lots of enemies throughout the tower. Hornets, Colorados, and even Super Chimeras. That sort of thing isn't going to slow us down anymore. Oh, so this is the failure chapter before the end? On the contrary, if we let our guard down, we could die very easily. Remember the difference in numbers. I know that. Here we go, Master. We're about to climb the tower. I trust you're ready. Almost set. Good. Let's be on our way. Can we save Shakespeare on the way? Wait, is he in the same room as Moriarty? I think he's in like the big important. Well, no. Holmes couldn't have gotten in and saved us if Moriarty's right there the whole time. Huh. Yeah, so I've been reading Kikonia and I just got to a scene. It's chapter 13 if any of you are familiar with the chapters in Kikonia, which is apparently like it was the halfway mark apparently. I've been told there's 25 chapters. And like the plot shift happened a couple chapters ago, but they finally nothing happened, but just I don't know how to talk about it. I can't. Go read Kikonia. It's been fun so far. I have no idea if it'll be good by the end, but it just because I don't know. What color audio is Buster Chain. I didn't think of anything to talk about. I was hoping the story would be a bit longer so I could talk. Oh yeah, last time I mentioned how I was in band in high school. I might have talked about this at one point, but I'm not good at music. I think I might have actually talked about this in Fake Grand Order at one point. And then it's not like you guys are paying attention, so I'll just do it again. So in like middle school, wait, I don't think it was actually middle school in my school, but it was like 6th grade, which is essentially middle school. I joined band because that's the first year you could. It's like, oh boy, I'm gonna play music. And what actually happened was basically there were 3 different electives then. Band, like football, or maybe there's another sport too. I don't know, I think it was football for boys and basketball for girls, if I remember correctly. And then if you don't choose one, which I didn't know this, you just gotta go to a class and have like a study hall for an hour. That would have been I would have loved that. But then this is actually the year that I met like a lot of my current friends. So if I hadn't chosen band, I wouldn't have probably had the same classes with them. And then because they were all in band too, so I mean, then me would have had a lot more fun probably. But anyway, I decided I wanted to be a snare drummer because the drum is a lot less effort than other stuff. You can see that I'm not cut out for it. And I was like, really bad? there were basically two levels of band in my school: babies band and like the band that actually performs at like football games and stuff. And so at the end of the year, like 90% of the class was promoted to the adults band. Well, I had to stay in the baby band, but I was fine with that. Less effort on my part. And then the semester after that, that was in 7th grade. Basically everyone but me and one other guy were promoted to the adults band, and I was like, fine. Well, actually, some of them just like dropped band. I wasn't allowed to, because come middle school, 7th grade, a lot more electives opened up. We're gonna have dialect unit. Well, there's probably not post battle. So like at that point, I knew I could do study hall. I was like, perfect. I could drop band, be done with it. But my mom was like, okay, yeah, no, you're not allowed to do that. And I was like, okay, how would I do another elective? So one of my electives was newspaper. I have newspaper stories that I could tell if I ran out of band stories this episode. But for my second elective, I was like, okay, I'll just do study hall because I don't really want to do band anymore, and none of the other electives particularly appeal to me. And my mom was like, haha, no, you're not allowed to do that. What do you think you are? An idiot? I was like, well, no, I don't want to do anything. No, Saber? And bring Gil. And Moriarty. Yeah, okay, dialogue. I'm detecting a servant behind you. It's definitely Yami Alter. I can tell from its spirit origin pattern. Dang, the archer. I'll hold him off. You two keep going. Oh no, say everyone stays behind, and at the end it's only me who gets to the top. I played Final Fantasy 14. Hang on, he's not moving at all. What's going on? I'm not totally sure why, but I recommend you keep going straight up to the barrel. Well, let's keep going. We certainly don't want to find ourselves surrounded. Here comes the next group of enemies. They seem to have a similar spirit origin to the King Lears. Oh no. Wait, what? Someone King Lear here in this narrow tower? Ah, fine. We'll just have to fight them as carefully as we can. Come, Master. Let us see this through. Matters not who we face. Our task remains the same. That's Grandma. I am Macbeth. Oh, they put in Macbeth. Before me none can stand. And yet tomorrow, I am doomed to see the way to dusty death. This is a character I actually know. It calls itself Macbeth. And now it's obviously very confused. It's Grandma. Still, you may be the same type as King Lear. Be careful, Master. You cannot be invincible all the time. Good luck. I wonder if the Romeo and Juliet silhouettes were actually like characters then. I don't recognize them, so maybe they're like, story NPCs from some point. Maybe. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I can just do study hall for my second elective. Perfect. My mom was like, well, no, you gotta choose one. You can't do study hall. I was like, oh, that's stupid, and I disagree with you, but okay then. I said that out loud, of course. No, I don't remember how the conversation went. This was a long time ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago, but it was long ago that I don't remember how the conversation went. And so I was like, okay, and I forget what the electives were. Aside from band and football, I know there is home ec, and I was like, okay, I can do home ec. I can learn like life skills instead of learning how to be very bad at an instrument. And my mom was like, no, that's for girls. And I was like, wow, how unprogressive of you to think so. I didn't actually say that, but you see that it's not verbatim. But so she said, okay, either band or football. And I was like, oh, okay. If I did football, I would actually get torn apart. Have you seen me? So I was forced into band, and I hated every second of it. That might have actually been in 8th grade. I don't know. In 7th grade, did I want to be in band? I don't know, but it was one of those. All I know is by the time 8th grade came around and I had to go to like the grown-up band, I hated it. And it was first hour every morning. Every morning I hated going to school because I had to go to band. But like, it wasn't all bad. Well, it was sometimes. So basically, when I get to the grown-up band, I was demoted from snare drum, which is like, that's like second top percussionist, really. I was demoted from that to, first I was demoted to cymbal. I forget if it was symbol at first or symbols, but like it was like a mounted symbol. At one point, I had the two symbols that you boo together, like you clap them together. But the thing is, like I am not very strong, so I had these bad boys in my hands, but I couldn't make them loud, like enough to hear. Like I was a quiet little clappy boy, like, and I could hardly hold them. They were heavy, and I hated it. The mounted symbol is okay, but also like same thing. I was just too quiet with it. I like even banging it as hard as I could. It would be like barely audible. And another thing, so I basically had two people teaching me how to do the symbols. One of them was telling me, "Okay, do it this way." The other one was telling me, "No, that's wrong. Do it this way." I wanted to listen to the one that the latter one. The first one was stupid and didn't know music. But also, like, he was the one yelling at me by my side the whole time. So, like, I had to listen to him, kind of. Because the other one was a bass drummer, I believe? Well, the other guy was... I don't even know what he did. He used to be on cymbal duty. No, Lancer, so just... Musashi and... Do we have Evil Sabers? We do not... Do we not have a single one? Jeez. I'll just choose like Artoria. Yeah, I guess Artoria. We need an AoE, so I don't know if this is gonna be single target or not. Well, he wasn't exactly weak, but overall rather unimpressive. Between old MacB and the StarCraft lovers, it sure feels like they're cranking these things out. Might have been difficult to get Macbeth just right, since he actually existed and could have appeared as a hero. He did? Heroic spirit. Oh, so that confirms we might get Macbeth at some point then. Lucky for us, that Shakespeare guy is such a hack. I didn't know Macbeth was a real person. Or at least based off something. Because, with the Nasuverse, some things that are like, King Arthur was real in the Nasuverse. But in real life, no. Yeah, so Ban wasn't fun. That's the long and short of it. So by the time I finished middle school, I was just glad that was over with. Because I was online schooled for high school, which, I mean, thinking back on it, like, yeah, I missed out on like a lot of life experiences and fun, but also like I gotta play games all day and night. So it evened out. At the time, I loved it. But if you're like a parent trying to see if your kid should do online, I don't recommend it at all. They should not do that. Because maybe it's just because I learned better with like a teacher, but I didn't learn a lot in online school. So like if you try to quiz me on like stuff we didn't cover in middle school or elementary school, like World War II, for example, I don't know all too much about World War II. Like, ask me what Battle of the Bulge was. It was the last-ditch German attack. I only know that because I've been listening to a podcast about it recently. Well, not Battle of the Bulge, but it was mentioned. Shout out to Hardcore History. It's by Dan Carlin. It's a fun podcast. The most recent one has been about Japan leading up to and including World War II, basically. I got into them. Basically, when I play Final Fantasy XIV, I need something to listen to. So that's my current. Well, it was what I was listening to like a year or so ago, and he's made like 2 more podcasts since. So I'm listening to those now, basically. Anyway, what was I going on about before that? Yeah, online school. So like, I regret it a little, but also like I gotta record all day, got my channel booming with subscribers. That's part of why I was able to record so much, just because I had all that free time. I kind of miss it. Those were the days. I never actually went to like my graduation. Although I did graduate, I assure you. Like they had one, but it was out of city, and like I didn't want to go because like I didn't know anyone there, you know. I mean, I don't know why other people like graduation, but I imagine like, you know, moving on with all your peers that you've spent like, you know, the at least last 4 years with, maybe last 12 years with, you know, but or maybe it's just getting a piece of paper. I don't know. See, I didn't do that. We had one for middle school too, but I didn't want to go, so I just didn't tell my parents about it, and I didn't have to go. I did the same thing with band actually. So basically, I didn't want to go to band events because I was bad. I was bringing the band down. I didn't want to be there. They didn't want me there. So you see, it all worked out. But you know, sometimes I got dragged into events. Like I wouldn't know. Like for example, one day I'd show up and be like, "Oh, hey Nicholas, you ready to go on the trip that's gonna last all day? You gonna skip school for the day? See, isn't that cool?" I'm like, "Wait, no, I don't want to go. Send me to math class." Which, for some reason, like I've always been good, like relatively good at math, but in middle school I just like kind of stopped. Like, trying's not the right word. Just the effort for reward value went up, so I had to put in more effort to get more reward. So, you know, my grades drooped during that period. The same thing pretty much stayed for the rest of high school as well. I remember, like, they don't really track your progress all too well. As long as you do, like, a small amount every week, the school would be like, "Oh, yeah, you're doing fine." So I would basically just do, like, maybe one class over the course of, like, you know, the semester. And then during the last week, just do all of the other classes in the week. Was it smart? No. Did it work? No. Did I manage it? Pretty much. At one point, I didn't work on school for a couple of weeks, and they got kind of angry. But hey, you know, I got caught up. And there's one time I actually got an extension for my classes. It was a health class, and I just thought that was stupid. And so the thing is, like, you're supposed to like count what you ate and like, you know, go exercising and stuff. But I like didn't. Well, no, I'm not gonna admit, you know, on video that I didn't do that. No, that'd be ridiculous because I did totally do that. I did all that stuff that was asked of me. It's not like, you know, I could just make up the fake reports at the end of the semester. That would be ridiculous. I definitely did all of it. I at least did like half of it. Half plus another half because I did all of it. You see? Berserker plus archery. Think we might be fighting Emmy Alter? Who knows? Is it just me, or is that thing an amalgamation of pure malice? Shakespeare is a rather classic example of a writer in love with his own work. If you want to insult someone like that, you better be prepared for him to hate you forever. Incidentally, Hans Christian Andersen is nothing like that. He's not in love with his own work. Instead, he uses his work to express how he wishes the world was. You can see that in the affection he shows towards Horsey. Yeah, I haven't Bond 6, I think. Shakespeare may think highly of you, but only because he thinks you'll inspire great new stories. He dearly loves anything out of the ordinary, be it tragedy or comedy. Whereas Andersen helps you, even reluctantly, because you remind him of the ideals he held while writing his stories back when he was alive. What, is Andersen locked up somewhere here too? He may hate the world, its people, and even himself, but he can't completely give up what love he still has. Wait, who is the author of this? Wait, Nasu was CCC's main writer. But maybe same writer as London? Maybe someone who really likes Hans. Even though they may both be looking at Horsey, they see very different things. I think Shinjuku was Sakurai, who I believe was, for like visual novels, the Ignanog, Ignanok. I read the first chapter of that. It was something, and I think it's a she. I think she wrote Septum and London, if I recall correctly. Which are like the two weakest singularities, but Shinjuku turned out pretty good. Even though they may both be looking at Horsey, they see very different things. I see. By the way, Da Vinci. Master and the others are about to fight again, so make sure you back them up right away. Oh, right. My bad. Stop slacking off. I don't actually know if Sakurai did London, but I'm just saying that, and I don't even know if that's her name. I'm just saying that because Hanzo's in it. But I know she's the one that did Symptom. And I think she did at least one other, maybe two, like Timeless Temple? Singular? Is that what it's called? Something like that. The 1.0 stories. Like, you know, before Epic of Remnant. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, online school. So those are some fun anecdotes I have from that. The worst things were like ones where they wanted me to like interact with the teachers, but I had to cheat for it. So basically you submitted the thing, it got graded as a 0 until you want to talk to the teacher about it, and then they'd grade it. I just submit it, take the 0, keep going. This is because, you know, actually having to do that was a huge hassle. It was more effective to just, you know, spend more energy on getting a C out of paper. Yeah, like, I think once they actually, like, marked it as, like, incomplete and I actually had to go back and do it. But that's the one time I got caught doing that. I got away with a lot of stuff. Pathetic little kittens. I just like that that's subtitled. Okay, I can talk about newspaper a little, I guess. And I don't even. What if an 8th grade? I don't remember what 7th, 8th grade newspaper was like. Was I even in it in 7th grade? I mean, I think I was. Because I think I was in it in 6th grade, but I just don't remember. My timeline of events from back then is all messed up. But in 8th grade, I was the vice president of the newspaper club. Basically what happened was, like, I was one of, like, the 5 8th graders there. And I was the only one that signed up for the vice president role. So by seniority rules, because there's, like, a couple 7th graders who did, I was given vice president. That's literally, she said that's the reason why she chose me. Because I'm older. So, you know, I got in charge of so much power. Because the president, who was, you know, of 2 idiots who know me not go fame, Grant, we went to school together. During, like, the latter half of 8th grade, like, the 2nd semester, he was absent, like, for pretty much the whole thing. I was the president. And the fun parts, though, were when he was there. Because we did silly stuff. But I'm trying to think of a story I could tell. Because there's one, but that's, like, time sensitive. And that'd give away when I was in 8th grade, and then you could calculate that and find out how old I am. But, okay, there's a presidential election going on that year. Okay, we put in some, 2 pictures. One which was not fit to be in a newspaper of any scholarly regard. And the other, it was funny, but it wasn't really, it shouldn't have been in there. It wasn't anything like, you know, it was school appropriate. But it was the kind of thing that, like, you know, even kids could laugh at if they understood the reference. Anyway, we also put in a picture of Rise from League of Legends. He has a skin where he's dressed up as Uncle Sam, and we put that in there. And it got faded. And to us, that was just wonderful. Because after we had our edit of the newspaper, the teacher, did a final edit before printing it out. Or however that happened. And she took out one of the pictures. But the not Uncle Guys. Well, yeah, it's Uncle Guys. Uncle Sam, Uncle Guys got in, and that was just... I'm still living off that high, if you can't tell. And that's the funniest thing about it. In hindsight, it sounds rather small. When I say it out loud, it sounds like nothing really happened, but... On one kid submitted a paper... Minecraft had recently come out. He submitted a paper about how creepers in Minecraft are actually just coded as pigs, but they weren't wrong. And, that one, people loved it. I don't know. Sorry about that. Guess I got a little carried away. Before you would have... You know what? Never mind. Oh, what she talking about, Yeoman? At any rate, according to your coordinates, you're almost at the top floor. I'm deleting servants there too. Detecting servants there too. Please be careful, Master. Okay, so that was just purely a filler episode. Where I reminisced about middle school and high school and 6th grade before that. So yeah. Oh, butterfly. True cruelty. Thanks for watching, everyone. That's gonna be it for me today. I kind of wanted to do the rest of it today, and I could, but I'm kind of tired. I stayed up all night, so I'm gonna get some rest. It's not like I have anything better to do today, but I want to finish it, but I can save it for another time. I have a bit of a backlog right now, so not too much, honestly. Like, really have a week's worth. Recording Kikonia has reduced my backlog to like ashes because I can't upload it. It sucks. For now, at least. Once I can upload it, my backlog's gonna be glorious. Hey, why is the black bar there? That shouldn't be there. Go away. Oh, right. Mouse on screen. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.